Well, it's great to meet 2/3 of the group.
Whoa, player, don't get comfortable. You can't just stick it in.
Okay, so what is the vetting process?
You have your own place, right?
Of course,
Your finances are in order?
100%.
You let her be the boss in the bedroom?
Each and every time.
Just kidding. You can say it.
Men talk. Men tell their stories, their war stories, the many battles they have endured so that we can learn from them. We're going to highlight this particular story from Charles Pappone that you can find in the comment section from the 56-year-old former supermodel feels invisible and explains dating struggles. Modern women are not ready for this video. So join the campfire, have a seat, and let's get into this story. This story is called No Such Thing as a Relationship Today. Just catering to a woman's ego is all there is. I have trouble understanding what's in a relationship for a man these days. I'll explain. I am 57 and still getting conversations with women about relationships. Even after I tell them that I'm out of the game, they tell me that I'm super nice and somewhat pursue me. So I'll start with the women that don't want to work. Immediately they talk about marriage, so they get taken care of financially. I let them talk enough and they say that they will stay home and do the chores, but their houses really aren't that taken care of. Also, they insist they want their things all around the house, which would essentially turn my house mostly into her house. And am I going to pay her to push me aside? I don't show any interest in these women but be super nice to them, and they feel at ease to bare their souls. Then the women who do have careers are very aggressive and want to be in charge of everything, which I can understand why they want a nice guy to push around. But when I tell them I don't want to be pushed around in a very nice way, they just look at me and kind of tell me that I'll get over it. Yes, literally say that to me. They expect me to be their doormat, and they are so confident that they just attempt to manipulate me from the beginning of the conversation. Oh my goodness, they get upset when I ghost them totally. Won't even be friends with these women. They then stalk me demanding an answer, and when I tell them, they never listen to me. They tell me that a relationship is supposed to be all about the woman, right to my face. So, what's in it for me? They say I get to be in a relationship, so I have to give up my life for their dreams. They say that's right. That's the way it should be. Laughing out loud. I don't think so. No such thing as a relationship today. Just catering to a woman's ego is all there is. Men aren't part of the big picture, and men aren't cared for anymore. Thanks for sharing, brother. The question, what's in it for me? This question is essential. Your time, money, and energy are precious. So your investment should have an ROI that benefits you. I've learned that this mentality comes naturally to women. The fact that they pursue you says you have something to offer them that will benefit their lives. Tangibles. You got a house, you got a car, you got money. Tangibles. When they leave the relationship, they won't leave empty-handed. That's why they are looking to date up. It's a problem when we as men do the same. This is why the red pill is a bitter pill to swallow. Because now when a woman calls you, texts you, sends you a DM, you go like, what do you want? What do you want? A woman's power lies in the power that you are willing to give her. That's why she needs you to fall in love with her. As a young man, it's easier to fall in love with a woman, and this will change as you get older and gain more experience. A woman can get away with bringing nothing to the table when a man is in love. Like Forrest Gump and Jenny.
Wait, Jenny?
Forrest, you stay away from me, okay? You just stay away from me, please.
Jenny was dysfunctional as hell. So this can only work if a man falls in love with her. Jenny comes back to Forrest Gump after she's been ran through, beat up, and needs a bag. So now it's time for Mr. Nice Guy, the man that she friend zones for all of these years. And it's interesting because this is also in our comment section from one of the few women that watch our channel. This is what she wrote. She was so beautiful. Why did she not marry one of the nice guys that surely have proposed to her over all these years? She wants to wait till she's the age of a grandmother and expect to have suitors like Prince Charming lined up. Complete delusion. You see, there are always quote-unquote nice guys that women can choose from.
Well, see, one of the problems here is that the good guys that didn't go through menopause, and
they may have.
Oh, yeah.
They may have, but they made it
or
through.
maybe they did, but maybe they were too smart to just give up on things and get
Yeah.
themselves a fast car and a young woman. Yeah, you guys are taken. So what remains are all the ones that nobody else wants.
Oops.
But they don't want them. If she picks the guy that she has friend zoned for all of these years, it's like settling for him. That's why you need to be happy to be in a relationship with her. That's what you get. That's your prize. It's these simps that basically give women this mentality that they just have to show up. They give them free attention and it doesn't work in their favor. You're just there to boost her ego. That's why when you ghost a woman, she will have a hard time dealing with this, because now it's, what's wrong with me? Modern women are not raised to bring value to a man's life, and that's why it's not a surprise that they expect you to sacrifice yourself for them. The next 3-4 years are going to be really interesting because millennial women are turning 40 this year, and Susan Venker said something interesting in yesterday's video.
And here's a really recent statistic that's very telling. A full half of all 18 to 34-year-olds today, half, are currently unpartnered. Not just not married, but no romantic relationship at all. Half, between 18 and 34. Now, if it had been 18 and 24, you'd be like, okay, 18 and 34? According to a 2009 paper published by the National Bureau of Economic Research, quote, as women have gained more freedom, more education, and more power, they have become less happy, end quote. When this study was released, countless articles and news reports inquired about the irony of it all. How is it possible that women could be less happy after having been liberated? In fact, it isn't surprising at all when you consider that women have been lied to for decades about what constitutes a happy life. Academic and elite feminists who reside in our universities, in the media, in politics, and in Hollywood have told women all kinds of things that just aren't true. Things that make women, and by extension, men and children, very unhappy. Like the idea that women don't need a man, and that children don't need a father. Or that men and women must make the same life choices in order to be deemed equal.
This is an indication that loneliness is gonna spike. So I wonder how society is gonna react to this, because loneliness is a serious issue for men and women. We are better equipped to deal with it, but please don't take it for granted, guys. Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.